Morning, class. Anyone have an idea of what our debate topic will be today?
Is it climate change?
Is it the war in the Middle East?
Is it basketball?
No, Chris. It's gun control, guys.
Hot diggity, I love guns.
What has formed your opinion on gun control?
Well, I like hunting. I like feeling safe. And I just feel like if I was walking around the streets strapped, a gun could protect me.
Does your family own guns? Will you own guns in the future?
Yes, my family does own guns, and I find that a silly question because, yes, I will own guns in the future.
I don't know, Chris. I mean, there's literature out there saying that guns actually increase violence and crime in America. So unless you're saying that you want more people to get hurt and die, you should advocate for gun control instead.
No, you're wrong. Guns save lives. How else would we protect ourselves out on the streets from criminals if we don't have guns?
Yeah, but guns are also what criminals use to kill people in the first place. So your logic is flawed.
Okay, guys, I'm glad that you all have an interest in this topic, but let's backtrack just a little bit. Kenneth, why don't you start us off with some of your evidence for this discussion?
Yeah, of course. So lots of empirical evidence out there has shown that gun restrictions have actually decreased crime and violence in society. According to one study from an Arizona law firm, after tighter gun restrictions were implemented, gun violence actually decreased. And this is just one study conducted. Another study conducted across the whole United Kingdom shows that after gun restrictions were implemented, crime went down even further. So, Chris, you're wrong. What you gonna say about that?
How can gun control change our nation?
So I think if we implemented gun control across our whole nation and we tightly restricted guns across America, gun violence would go down definitely, and there'd be less crime, especially in lots of crime places like Chicago and lots of other major cities, and it would be better for our nation.
What has formed your opinion on gun control?
So, I've read lots of studies out there. The majority of studies out there show that after gun control, after tight gun restrictions were implemented, gun violence actually decreased and crime decreased overall in those countries. And besides the United States, almost all the other countries have really tight gun restrictions, like Australia, the United Kingdom, Japan. All of them have tight gun restrictions, and they have a lot less crime than America does. So that's why.
Let's direct our discussion with another question. Do you think that civilians owning more guns will decrease or increase violence?
I don't know about you, but if a criminal came up to me in the streets and tried to rob me and I didn't have a gun, let me get this straight. You're trying to tell me that the government should take away our guns, basically taking away our safety?
I don't know about you, but let me give you some logic here, okay? So criminals have to get their guns from someplace, you know? And if we severely restrict the number of guns in America, criminals will have a much harder time to acquire their guns. And that means they'll have a much harder time to actually rob us.
How has our discussion on gun control formed your opinion?
Although I learned a lot from the conversation, I really think that my opinion has still remained neutral.
Is there anything else you'd like to say to us?
Yes, when I think of gun control, I think of a famous written fable. It says that the misfortunes arising from a man's own misconduct are the hardest to bear, and this means that we shouldn't be ignorant about the issue, and we should become more proactive about finding solutions to our current issue.